Travis Martell here with Martell Elite Fitness. Today, we're gonna coach you through the trap bar deadlift. This is a great exercise to develop good power through the glutes and the hamstring. A lot of athletes that we work with when they first come to us is they don't understand how to utilize the glutes. So when they're striding, they're not driving all the way through the hip. They're leaving a little bit on the table, as we say. They're really good through their quads, getting through full knee extension, good through the calf, get through ankle extension. However, they're missing that glute, so they're not getting that full triple extension as they're striding. This exercise is a great exercise to teach that extension through the hips so they get greater power while they're skating. The setup for this exercise is to stand into your trap bar. Your feet are gonna be about hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. You wanna push into the floor, and then you're gonna sit down as if you already have the weight, grab your hands, middle of the bar. You wanna remove the slack. So you're gonna slightly pull up on the bar. You're gonna hear a little cling. That's the slack being removed from the bar. Once that's done, then I'm gonna stand up, squeezing through the glutes as I stand. Reverse that back down, lightly tap the weight, stand back up, squeeze through the glutes. While I'm standing up, squeezing through the glutes, I wanna equally squeeze through my core to make sure that I don't go through full extension there. So from the side, as I stand, I'm squeezing through the glutes and I'm locking that core in at the top. The core acts as the brake as I'm trying to get through hip extension. If I don't engage the core, what ends up happening is I end up driving all the way through and I put too much pressure on my low back. So we want to avoid that by being strong through the core. We'll have our athlete here give this exercise a shot. We'll do a couple reps here. Good, so he made a great correction there. He kept his chin tucked, looking down to the ground. As he goes down, as he stands, he's looking straight ahead. By keeping that chin tucked, it forces him to have a nice neutral spine, which ends up putting less pressure on his spine as he's going through the exercise. He's also doing a great job keeping his knees in line with his feet and not allowing his knees to cave in, which then gets these big glute muscles working during the exercise. Awesome, good job. With this one, we wanna make sure we're not doing a squat. So what I mean by that is we can squat this exercise or we can hinge this exercise or deadlift it. We wanna do the deadlift, and that's us pushing back through our hips. So I'm gonna get him to do a couple more reps and show you the difference between a squat and a hinge. So the squat would be me coming into here and up. So a squat is my knees going forward and I stand with the bar, right? We don't want that if we're trying to develop strength through those hamstrings and the glutes. We want to sit back into our hips. So I just showed you the squat. The deadlift was that first one where I'm back into here, standing up. This is that deadlift hinge pattern that we want, not the squat pattern into here. Most hockey players are already strong enough through their quads. We want to strengthen the backside. So show us a couple squat variations. So give us like 4 reps of the squat. Good, so you can see his knees are driving forward first. Keeps his upper body more upright. And now show us a couple hinge patterns. So he's pushing back through. So good push back. So a good way to help correct this is you can kind of come in, place your hands here, and force him to push back through his hips. Good. Awesome. Put that bar back down. So hopefully you can tell the difference there between that squat and hinge pattern. We still have a little bit of work to do with our athlete here. He is starting to get that concept. Once again, hockey players are really, really quad dominant. They love to do everything with their quads, and so we have to teach them to use the backside so they get their legs that much stronger and that much more powerful when they get on the ice to skate.